Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more My Hero Academia. This is Season 3, Episode 5, and what a doozy of a last episode. Deku saved Kota from the ridiculously muscular guy, and now we have to check in on all the other students, all the teachers, all the pros. I don't know what happened to Ragdoll or Aizawa at this point, and the villains seem to be after Bakugo, so hopefully we can keep him safe. I'm excited to continue. If you want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Take a quick moment to leave a like. It really helps with the channel, and let's get started. So YouTube has been blocking my reactions to My Hero Academia, so the rest of this video is just going to be the commentary, but you can still see the reaction in the link in the description below. We're going to do this for the rest of Season 3. I'll tinker around with Season 4 when I get to it to see if I can get around the copyright issue, but not too optimistic about that. But again, you can check it out still, and let's get on to the commentary. I feel like every episode I'm saying like, oh, this was so much fun. This was such a fun episode. This was such a captivating episode, because they're just constantly one after another, just really, really good. There are very few duds outside of maybe the first episode of each season, at least from Season 2 and Season 3. But yeah, this time we started with Tomura Shigaraki referring to this whole entire scenario as a game, which isn't to say that he doesn't take this seriously, because I don't know, some people take their video games very seriously. But it's interesting to know also that he's a gamer. Is this the author's way of like digging at people who play video games? I hope not. Just a thought. I'm just kidding mostly. But he said that the Vanguard Action Squad was there to kidnap Bakugo so they can convert him, it seems. Which I was really hoping wasn't the case. Hopefully Bakugo isn't captured, and if he is, hopefully he doesn't turn. Hopefully his anger at everything extends to villains who try to take advantage of him, and hopefully if he refuses, All For One doesn't take his quirk or make him into a Nomu. But yeah, there's so many things happening at once in this episode. Aizawa was able to dodge Dabi's attack from last time, which is super impressive. I thought his first instincts would have been to cancel Dabi's quirk, but that dodge was really, really cool. But then after he wins against Dabi pretty easily, actually, Dabi dematerializes, and Aizawa thought that might be his quirk and not the fire. And given that he doesn't have all the information, he might also think it's two quirks, that Dabi has two. But it's actually this guy twice who can create clones, which is a super cool ability. I could find a ton of different uses for that kind of thing. If you want to commit a crime, honestly, you can have a very easy alibi too, right? And it seems like he has two personalities. I don't know if it's actually the case or if I'm being influenced by a show I just watched yesterday that had somebody with two personalities. It was an episode of Criminal Minds. The first episode of Criminal Minds I've ever seen. Anyway, he puts on two voices at the very least. He was like flipping off Dabi and also like, you got it, man. Two very different, distinct voices. But yeah, like I said before, Aizawa did essentially win against Dabi very easily. I was afraid all of these villains would be as bad as the Muscle Man. I don't think any of the heroes or teachers could have actually taken him on just because they couldn't do the necessary damage. If Aizawa bound him with the thing, I guess canceling the quirk would have worked. Yeah, canceling his... Assuming... he can cancel the quirk. So Aizawa would have beaten him, but everybody else just did not have the power to overwhelm him at the very least. But yeah, given Dabi's general look, I thought he was super, super dangerous. But I do think Aizawa presents a matchup nightmare for a lot of people who would otherwise be incredibly powerful. But yeah, Aizawa took care of him. He got more students back to the facility, and Deku brings Kota back to him, saying Kota's water quirk. Deku told Kota that his water quirk can be used to help save lives, put out the fires in this forest, because otherwise it's just going to run wild. Could be a huge turning point for the kid, even beyond just being saved and referring to Deku as his hero. But also, I feel like Deku's crying puts out as much water as Kota's quirk at the moment. But yeah, Aizawa notices Deku's ridiculous wounds, saying he'll be in so much pain once the adrenaline wears off, which... that delayed onset where he feels all of it is going to be really, really bad. They need Midnight to just put him to sleep until he's more healed. I can't imagine the amount of pain he'll be in. And we also need Recovery Girl to heal him. I feel like they need to hire more teachers in general. I guess before, when it was just teaching them, it was one thing. But here, now that they're all in danger all the time, I think they need more heroes at work. But also, I feel like it's taking a lot of heroes just to get work done in society as a whole. So that might be might not be an option. And as Aizawa carries Kota away, he says he needs to apologize for hitting Deku in the balls and thank him. Hitting me in the feels right there. This kid, his change of heart is really cool. But yeah, Deku gets the mandalay to give the message to everyone, all the kids, to fight. He breaks Spinner's swords, which is with his legs, with his feet. His feet must be very, very strong, solid. I don't know. But yeah, Tetsutetsu won't get in trouble for charging into battle now that he's been given authorization, even though he went first before he was given authorization. But yeah, Mandalay also tells everyone that Kachan is a target, and this boy still tries to fight the death row convict Moonfish. And I don't know what it's like in Japan, but I feel like, to my knowledge, people only get the death row penalty if they commit murders. So I don't know how many murders he's committed or what. But yeah, Moonfish is terrifying. His teeth become huge blades. They extend so quickly so that you gotta react really quickly. They're unpredictable. I feel like they go at different angles at random points in time. And I feel like Bakugo almost got taken out, but Todoroki blocked Moonfish with his ice. They're also fighting at a disadvantage because Todoroki says not to bring out the fire in case you burn down the whole freaking forest. Yeah, they didn't finish that fight, but meanwhile Tetsutetsu, like I mentioned, was going after the gas kid, and Kendo followed him. He really needed her smarts in that moment. He's very hard-headed, not the brightest, and he wanted to just charge straight in though. And Kendo was saying, he was like, let's kick this guy's butt, and she was saying that she liked that side of him, which, very interesting. I don't know why it's so fun shipping all these characters together, these not middle schoolers, these high school kids together, but it really is. And I feel like Kendo and Tetsutetsu could be a fun pair. But yeah, Gas Guy straight up pulls a gun on them, on Tetsutetsu. Luckily, with some teamwork, Kendo blows away all the gas, and Kendo can land a good punch in, or not, Tetsutetsu can land a good punch in, and knock him out. And Kendo's quirk definitely reminds me of Kamala Khan, except for she doesn't seem to be stretchy at all. Just increases the size of certain parts of her body. Turned her hands into big, huge fans. I wonder if she can eventually become a pseudo Mount Lady by making all of her body parts larger at once, or if it's limited to, or maybe it takes special concentration or special training to be able to do multiple parts at once. But yeah, I feel like, do the hands gain more mass when she enlarges them, or does it get the same amount of mass gets spread out over her entire hand? I feel like it has to be the latter. Otherwise, how would she even pass the entrance exam? She wouldn't be strong enough, right? But if she's able to swing these huge freaking hands, these essentially huge clubs around, she would be quite a force to be reckoned with. Unless, of course, she was I guess even if it was spread out, she might have still gotten in based on recommendation, but I don't know. But yeah, Tetsutetsu took down the gas kid. I wonder how this literal child, he seems younger, he seems like a middle schooler. I don't know how he got wrapped up in all this, committing acts of villainy. Yeah, it is quite a villainous quirk to have though. But then here at the end, Tokoyami has completely lost it. He's a danger to himself and to everybody. Shoji and Deku need to bring him to Bakugo or Todoroki, or bring Bakugo and Todoroki to him to just somehow calm him down. Of course, you would like for him to turn on the villains, but given how out of control he is, he might just wind up hurting other students as well. And poor Tokoyami in pain there. I feel really bad for him, poor kid. We've known for a very long while that he can lose control if it gets too dark, and this is the first time we actually see it, and it's terrifying for him. Heck of an episode though. It passed by so quickly. I thought we were coming on the midpoint of the episode where they have that My Hero Academia logo, and then the episode just ended out of nowhere, it felt like. The show is so good though. That's why time feels like it just passes so quickly. I'm gonna give this a 9.25. Stakes are really, really high right now, and they were able to take out the gas villain, so hopefully nobody else gets poisoned. I hope the rest of the gas just dissipates quickly enough that nobody else gets hurt. I don't know how many people lost consciousness in the first place from the gas, but yeah, it's We got a long road ahead. I think we've taken out 2 villains now, the gas guy and Super Muscle Man. So still 8 more out there. And I still don't know all the quirks yet. We could be in some trouble. Oh yeah, there was one point where Magna tried to kill Deku, and Deku barely got away. Spinner saved Deku from Magna, though. Magna was about to kill Deku, but again, Spinner wanted to abide by the rules of Stain, and Stain thought that Deku was worth leaving alive, so that's the second time, essentially, that Deku is saved by something Stain does. But yeah, wow. Anyway, guys, great episode. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. It really helps out the channel. And if you guys want to watch the full reaction, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. We are also 1 week ahead over there as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.